Okay, the three deeper options, the deep and the two wings, their job is basically to fill in the gaps. Should the SM move slightly to this side, then the wing wants to make sure that this gap is shut down. Obviously, you don't want easy over the tops to these two people, but ideally, you're trying to work so that these people don't get the disc too easily on the side. And if they do, you try and contain. So if the disc was to make it to the side, you need to shut down there. Hopefully the deep can shut down there. So that needs to be a given thing. If this area is being quite contained, the deep can come in and be more assertive in this space, helping the wing go up a bit forward. Same thing on this side. If the wing's going in a bit more on this side here, then the deep can come more to this area here and take away a space. It's about applying a lot of pressure. So now we have a pass. Let's say that they managed to do a swing pass, but a sort of deep dump pass over there, because ideally the ear is shutting that down. So the person's cut here to catch the disc. So we now have our four front positions, and how does this change? So this is a force middle zone. So, and it has technically got two chases, the ear and the chase interchange. So this guy's job is to contain, now that the disc has made it to this position here, your job is to make sure that the disc doesn't make it up the line. So you need to carry across and then contain. Setting up a nice mark, forcing middle. Boom. Next thing is the deep mid comes across, shutting down at the line options, and then sets up in a space about here. After that, the SM, also looking to contain space, comes in and can take in a more of a forward position here. This guy now, his job is to make sure that that disc doesn't quickly move to that guy in the middle. So you set up your ear position over there. Thus, we have set up the next situation. So now we have a frontal zone that has a setup as such. Now what happens in the back? So we still want the deep to be pretty aware here, so that we're probably going to remain around about the same area in line or just behind the line, depending on how the flow is going. The wing has got an opportunity because there's quite a trap here, but you want to stop around throws, especially if it's not windy enough, so that might be your position, or if there seems to be a gap over here, then you can work your way in there. But make sure that you are oppositing, filling in the gap of what the DM gives you. If the DM takes away the whole sideline, then you can come in. If the DM's more in the middle, then take away what the DM isn't taking away. The other wing now has the opportunity of setting up in a situation that tries to contain these guys. So that's probably where I'd come in, depending on what's going on. These guys are going to come a little bit closer. As long as the deep has a perspective and the sideline is talking to the deep, your position to be able to attack a wafty throw to that person, as well as a wafty throw to that person, should be fairly understood. And one should gauge, where do you think there's the bigger threat here? Should the disc get to the side here, then this continuation is deadly. So we don't really want to contain that. If you don't think you can get the D, rather set up this line here and work with the deep to contain the situation here. Cool. Let's say that wafty throw comes off. Now the disc is set up over here.